the vaccine that was developed for COVID was ready to roll in January 2020. And that's, that was before the virus had even hit the shores of anywhere really outside of probably Asia.
What then? I think they knocked it up in about a week or something, didn't they? Like something crazy like that.
It's incredible, the short time period, and it's always the clinical trials that are that need to go on for the long period of time, because it's always the long term and impacts that need to be assessed for this type of stuff.
Is that slightly misleading though? Because are we just talking about the one that made it? Because they invented a whole heap of these things, and like these couple are the ones that really came through. But I guess just to make it in a week, regardless if you made 50 and these were the 3 that happened, it's pretty amazing.
It is. I don't. So this mRNA is a novel method for mass production of vaccines. So my understanding is the COVID vaccine was the first time that this novel method of creating vaccines had been used at such a scale that it had. And so it gives them the ability to very quickly manufacture or come up with, design and, obviously put into production the vaccines. So,
it appears that this type of vaccine or this technology can be targeted potentially at cancers.
Well, this is where it gets really exciting, yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
So because of the way it's done, they're essentially like analyzing whatever it's almost like you target the virus or you target the particular cells, and you can kind of develop this almost like an anti to that, whatever it is. And so apparently this same technology can be used for potentially developing like a cancer vaccine, which is strange to think about. And I actually think they've done lab tests on this already, to the extent that they've actually seen cancer cells decrease in size.
That's crazy. But it's not a vaccine in the sense it's preventative though.
Mm.
It's like you've got cancer, you can take this technology, it's a treatment. That would be sick though if you could have it and just it was like preventative. But it doesn't.
But even this, mate, like instead of having to go through like, rigorous chemo and radiotherapy, you get this essentially a jab in the arm, and this cancer just starts to decrease in size, very targeted towards, as opposed to blasting your entire body full of radiation.
Well, that seems to be the way medicine seems to be going more, is that we're now able to really analyze more and more in depth the specific, your body, your proteins, your X, Y, Z. And with the technologies available, we're starting to be able to have much more targeted medicines, which is fascinating.
I reckon you've hit on something there, mate. You've really hit on the point. It is becoming more personalised because of the complexity that's involved in our health. Like just the DNA strand of it just took all of humanity minus 50 years or something to come up with what was in the DNA strand.